What if everything you've been told about the law of attraction is not just incomplete, but wrong? What if it's been distorted in a way that keeps you trapped in a cycle of superficial thinking, only scratching the surface of its true power? Imagine for a moment that the universe isn't simply a tool you use to manifest your desires. What if it's not just about positive thinking or visualizing your dream life every morning? What if the universe is more of a mirror, reflecting back to you not just your wishes, but the deepest truths about yourself, your fears, and your hidden potential? This idea may sound far-fetched, but the truth behind the law of attraction is far more profound than most people realize. It's not just about manifesting material wealth or success. It's about transforming your very understanding of reality, consciousness, and your place in the cosmos. So, what if I told you that the key to unlocking the true power of the law of attraction isn't by focusing solely on your desires, but by understanding something much deeper, something hidden beneath the surface of the mind and spirit, something that has been obscured by modern interpretations, leaving us with a fragmented understanding of one of the universe's most powerful forces? Join me as we embark on a journey together, uncovering the true nature of the law of attraction. By the end of this exploration, you'll not only understand what it really is, but how to align yourself with it in a way that transforms your life, not through empty promises or superficial tricks, but through deep, transformative change. Are you ready to go beyond the surface, to peel back the layers of illusion, and to discover the profound wisdom hidden within the law of attraction? Let's begin. To truly understand the law of attraction in its most authentic form, we must first step back in time, far beyond the contemporary teachings that have become so prevalent today. In order to grasp the depth of this ancient concept, we need to explore the history, the wisdom of spiritual traditions, and the universal ideas that have shaped humanity's understanding of reality itself. The law of attraction is not a new age fad or a gimmick for manifesting wealth. It is part of a vast, centuries-old conversation that spans across cultures, beliefs, and sacred texts. The ancient roots of the law of attraction. The principle behind the law of attraction, at its core, has ancient roots. While modern interpretations focus primarily on thoughts and desires, the essence of this law can be traced back to spiritual teachings from various cultures, all of which propose a similar understanding of the relationship between the individual and the universe. One of the earliest references to a universal law akin to the law of attraction can be found in Tibetan Buddhism, specifically within the sacred text known as the Bard of Thotal, better known to the West as the Tibetan Book of the Dead. This ancient manuscript, thought to date back to the 8th century, outlines the journey of the soul after death, offering profound teachings about the mind's ability to shape reality. It speaks of the bardo state, the intermediate phase between death and rebirth, where the consciousness of an individual is said to be highly malleable and directly influenced by their karmic imprints, mental states, and desires. In this state of heightened awareness, the individual's thoughts are said to have the power to manifest illusions, and their desires can shape the path that they follow. This mirrors what many modern law of attraction teachings claim, that our thoughts and emotions are incredibly powerful and have the potential to shape the course of our lives. Key figures and philosophical frameworks. In the West, we can trace the seeds of the law of attraction to the mystical traditions of Hermeticism and Western esotericism, belief systems that emerged in the ancient Mediterranean, deeply intertwined with alchemy, astrology, and sacred geometry. The Kybalion, a key text in Hermetic philosophy, lays the groundwork for understanding the interconnectedness of all things and introduces concepts like the law of vibration and the law of polarity, which describe how energy moves and interacts in the universe. According to these teachings, everything in existence vibrates at a certain frequency and attracts like, a concept that underpins the modern law of attraction. Moreover, Plato's philosophy also offers insight into the idea that the mind has the power to shape the world around us. In his work, Plato discusses the concept of forms, suggesting that the material world is just a shadow of a higher metaphysical reality. The world we experience is shaped by the mind's ability to perceive and interpret this greater truth. This philosophical stance aligns with modern ideas that suggest our perceptions and thoughts directly influence our physical world. The concept of energy and manifestation. In modern spiritual thought, the law of attraction is often discussed in terms of energy, but the idea of energy itself is not a new one. Many ancient traditions understood the universe as a complex web of interconnected energy fields, where every thought, action, and intention sends ripples through the fabric of reality. The concept of ki, or qi, in Chinese medicine, prana in Hinduism, and ki in Japanese traditions are all expressions of the same idea, that a vital force flows through everything and everyone. These energies are thought to influence the physical world, including health, relationships, and material outcomes. Ancient mystics believed that by aligning with the flow of this energy, whether through meditation, prayer, or ritual, individuals could harness the power to influence the world around them. Defining the law of attraction. To fully grasp the mystical dimensions of the law of attraction, we need to establish a clearer definition. At its most basic level, the law of attraction is often described as a principle stating that like attracts like, that positive or negative thoughts bring corresponding positive or negative experiences into a person's life. But this definition, though popular, is incomplete. A more accurate and nuanced understanding acknowledges that the law of attraction is not merely about positive thinking or visualizing success. It's about recognizing the vibrational energy that everything, our thoughts, feelings, and actions, emits into the universe. According to this framework, we don't just attract what we consciously think about. We attract what we deeply feel, believe, and vibrate at on a subtle level. In essence, the law of attraction operates not on the level of conscious thought alone, but on a deeper, energetic plane. The mystics understood that human beings are not just isolated individuals, but rather part of a vast, interconnected web of energy. Every thought and action sends ripples through this web, influencing the world around us and attracting corresponding energies. The law of attraction, therefore, operates on the principle that the universe responds to the quality of our energy, not just our desires or surface-level thoughts. Why has this concept puzzled humanity for so long? Why has the law of attraction been such an enduring mystery throughout human history? Why does it continue to intrigue and captivate us? The reason lies in the inherent mysticism of the universe. From the earliest spiritual texts to modern quantum physics, humans have always struggled with the paradox of our existence, our ability to shape reality through unseen forces, yet our inability to fully comprehend the extent of that power. Ancient cultures and philosophies had their own ways of explaining this mysterious force. In Kabbalah, for instance, the idea of emanation describes how the divine energy flows from a source of pure consciousness into the material world, giving rise to all forms of life. Similarly, Sufism and mystical Christianity speak of a hidden, transcendent realm of consciousness that shapes and sustains creation, a force that we can tap into through spiritual practice and awareness. For millennia, the idea that our inner world could influence the outer world has been a profound and elusive mystery. The law of attraction, as a concept, appeals to a deep-seated human longing for connection, for understanding the mysteries of existence, and for tapping into a greater universal force. Whether through prayer, meditation, or the power of intention, the desire to unlock this hidden potential is a common thread in many cultures and belief systems. In this section, we've peeled back some of the layers of the law of attraction, tracing its roots from ancient texts like the Bardo Thodol to Western esotericism and beyond. We've begun to see that the law of attraction is not a simplistic, modern concept, but rather a deep, complex spiritual principle that has been understood in various forms across cultures for millennia. Understanding its mystical foundations helps us to appreciate why this subject continues to intrigue humanity, guiding us towards deeper questions about our connection to the universe, our place within it, and the true power we hold to shape our reality. To truly grasp the deeper power behind the law of attraction, we must delve into its core mystical and spiritual teachings. The principles behind this concept are not just about manifesting desires, but are intricately linked to profound understandings of consciousness, the nature of reality, spiritual awakening, and the interconnectedness of all things. These ancient teachings and truths offer us the tools to align ourselves with the universe on a much deeper, energetic level, an alignment that transcends mere wishful thinking. In this section, we will break down the core teachings, uncovering their hidden wisdom and offering practical ways to integrate them into our lives. To fully appreciate the true nature of the law of attraction, we must understand that it is not just a law in the physical sense, but a reflection of the universe's most profound spiritual truths. The nature of consciousness, more than just thoughts. One of the core esoteric teachings tied to the law of attraction is the nature of consciousness. We often think of consciousness simply as our thoughts, the voices inside our heads, the internal dialogue that keeps us awake at night, or the decisions we make each day. But in the mystical tradition, consciousness is far more expansive. It is not just an individual experience. It is the fabric of reality itself. Think of consciousness as an ocean, vast and unbounded. At first glance, it seems endless, and its waves appear to have no beginning or end. But beneath the surface, there is an undercurrent, a deep flow of awareness that connects everything in existence. The individual mind, in this analogy, is like a single wave rising and falling on the surface. Our thoughts are merely the crest of the wave, temporary and fleeting, while the deep current beneath represents our true, unified consciousness. In ancient traditions like Vedanta, a school of Hindu philosophy, and Taoism, consciousness is considered the ultimate reality, the ground from which everything emerges. It is not confined to the individual mind, but is a vast, all-encompassing force that pervades the universe. The law of attraction, when viewed through this lens, is a reflection of the deeper truth that consciousness is not only aware of itself, but also creates its reality through perception and intention. Reincarnation and the evolution of consciousness. Another critical element in understanding the law of attraction is the concept of reincarnation, the idea that the soul undergoes cycles of birth, death, and rebirth. Reincarnation is a belief held by many ancient spiritual traditions, including Hinduism, Buddhism, and certain branches of esoteric Christianity. This belief teaches that our consciousness is eternal, passing from one life to the next, gradually evolving and learning over countless lifetimes. Reincarnation provides a powerful framework for understanding why the law of attraction works the way it does. If the soul is eternal and constantly evolving, it is not just the desires of this lifetime that influence our reality. Rather, our thoughts, actions, and emotions across many lifetimes contribute to the karmic energy we carry into each new incarnation. This karmic energy is deeply intertwined with the law of attraction, as it shapes the vibrational frequency we emit into the world. Imagine your soul as a river, flowing continuously through time. Each life you live is like a new bend in that river, where the water, your consciousness, collects experiences, lessons, and energies from the past. The quality of your thoughts and actions, the vibrations you carry, affect how the river flows, shaping not just your current life, but future ones as well. The law of attraction, in this context, works in tandem with the law of karma, bringing you what you are energetically aligned with, not only in this life, but across lifetimes. Spiritual awakening. The shift in consciousness. The core mystical truth of the law of attraction is rooted in spiritual awakening, the process of expanding our awareness and aligning with a higher state of consciousness. Spiritual awakening is not about becoming someone else, but about uncovering the true nature of who we already are. It is the realization that we are not separate from the universe, but rather an expression of it. The universe doesn't give us what we want. It simply responds to what we truly are at the deepest level. In the mystical traditions of both East and West, awakening is seen as the process of coming into harmony with the flow of the universe. In Buddhism, this is referred to as nirvana, the liberation from the cycle of suffering and the realization of one's inherent Buddha nature. In Christian mysticism, it's the concept of divinization, the transformation of the human soul into a state of oneness with the divine. During spiritual awakening, we realize that the thoughts, beliefs, and emotions we carry aren't just personal. They are reflections of the energy that we radiate into the world. The more aligned we become with our true essence, the more we begin to attract the life experiences that match our spiritual frequency. The law of attraction is, therefore, a byproduct of spiritual awakening, an inevitable consequence of coming into full alignment with the truth of who we are. The interconnectedness of all things, energy, vibrations, and the web of life. At the heart of the law of attraction is a profound mystical truth, the interconnectedness of all things. Every thought, feeling, and action sends a wave of energy into the vast cosmic web that binds the universe together. This energy is like the strings of a harp, each vibration rippling out and affecting the other strings, whether we are consciously aware of it or not. In quantum physics, we find modern interpretations that echo this ancient truth. The principle of entanglement in quantum theory shows us that particles, no matter how far apart they are mysteriously connected. The behavior of one particle can influence the other, even across vast distances. This principle mirrors the mystical understanding that everything in the universe is connected at a deeper level of reality, and that our inner world has a direct impact on the outer world. When we apply this understanding to the law of attraction, it becomes clear that our thoughts and emotions don't just exist in isolation. They ripple out into the world, attracting like energies and experiences. This understanding invites us to take responsibility for the energies we emit, both consciously and unconsciously. Every thought is a thread in the web of reality, and the more aware we become of the energy we create, the more consciously we can direct it to shape our lives. Real-life applications, living an awakened life. Now that we've explored the mystical core of the law of attraction, it's important to ground these teachings in practical, real-life applications. How can we use these spiritual truths to manifest a more awakened and aligned life? 1. Cultivating awareness. The first step in harnessing the law of attraction is cultivating awareness of the energies you're putting out into the world. Begin by observing your thoughts, emotions, and actions throughout the day. Are they aligned with your true desires, or are they shaped by fear, doubt, and negativity? The more aware you become of the energetic patterns in your life, the more control you have over them. 2. Releasing limiting beliefs. Many of us carry unconscious beliefs that limit our ability to manifest our desires. These beliefs are often the result of past experiences, societal conditioning, or karmic imprints. A powerful practice in spiritual awakening is to identify and release these limiting beliefs, replacing them with affirmations and practices that align with your true nature. 3. Living in alignment with your higher self. The law of attraction works most powerfully when we are in alignment with our higher self. This means living in harmony with our deepest values, desires, and truths. When our actions, thoughts, and emotions align with our authentic self, we begin to attract experiences that reflect that inner harmony. 4. Practicing gratitude and visualization. While the law of attraction is not just about thinking positively, practices like gratitude and visualization can be powerful tools for aligning our energy with our desires. By focusing on what we are grateful for and visualizing the life we want to manifest, we send out positive, high-vibration energy into the world, which attracts corresponding experiences. Conclusion: the path of alignment. The true power of the law of attraction lies not in the external world, but in our internal transformation. By understanding the deeper spiritual teachings that govern our consciousness, we can begin to align ourselves with the energy of the universe, manifesting not just material success, but a profound sense of inner peace, purpose, and connection to the divine. The journey of spiritual awakening is a lifelong process, one that requires patience, awareness, and a deep commitment to the truth of who we are. The more we align with our higher selves, the more we begin to see the law of attraction work in our lives, not as a magical tool to acquire things, but as a profound path to understanding the nature of reality itself. Now that we've explored the deeper mystical teachings behind the law of attraction, it's time to bring those teachings into the realm of personal transformation. The law of attraction is not merely about attracting material wealth or success, but about a profound journey of self-realization, spiritual awakening, and personal evolution. It's about shifting your consciousness to a higher frequency, one that aligns you with your truest self and the boundless potential of the universe. In this section, we will explore how these ancient teachings can be directly applied to your personal development. Whether you're new to spiritual practices or have been on a journey of self-discovery for years, these principles can guide you toward greater self-awareness, healing, and awakening. The path of personal transformation. Personal transformation is at the heart of spiritual awakening. At its core, it's about shedding the layers of conditioning and illusion that obscure our true essence. Over the course of our lives, we accumulate beliefs, experiences, and traumas that shape who we think we are. These are the veils that cover our inner light, preventing us from fully recognizing the limitless power within us. The law of attraction invites us to look inward and assess how our thoughts, beliefs, and emotions are influencing our outer reality. To attract a more fulfilling and aligned life, we must first transform ourselves from the inside out. This is a process of spiritual awakening, becoming more conscious, more present, and more attuned to the divine energy that resides within and around us. Transformation, however, does not happen overnight. It's a gradual, ongoing process that requires patience, discipline, and a willingness to look deeply into our own patterns. The mystical teachings tell us that we are all on a journey of self-discovery, and this journey is as important as the destination. Each moment of growth, no matter how small, is part of a larger cosmic plan. By embracing this process, we step into the flow of the universe and begin to attract experiences that reflect our spiritual evolution. Practical steps to personal transformation. While personal transformation is a deeply spiritual journey, it also requires practical steps, daily habits and practices that keep us aligned with our highest self. Here are some key tools and practices that you can integrate into your life. 1. Meditation. The gateway to inner peace. One of the most effective practices for personal transformation is meditation. Meditation allows us to quiet the mind, connect with our deeper consciousness, and experience the present moment without judgment. By cultivating stillness, we can become aware of the thoughts and emotions that drive our actions and begin to release those that no longer serve us. In the mystical traditions of Buddhism and Hinduism, meditation is the primary tool for spiritual awakening. It is a practice that allows us to move beyond the ego, beyond the transient thoughts and feelings that often dominate our experience, and into the timeless, boundless awareness of our true self. Start with just a few minutes a day. Sit in a quiet space, close your eyes, and focus on your breath. As thoughts arise, observe them without attachment and let them pass like clouds in the sky. The more you practice, the more you will begin to connect with your inner stillness, the wellspring from which true peace and wisdom arise. 2. Energy work. Shifting your vibration. Everything in the universe is made up of energy, including you. Our thoughts and emotions carry energy that radiates out into the world, attracting experiences that resonate with that frequency. The law of attraction teaches us that in order to manifest our desires, we must raise our energetic vibration to match the frequency of what we want to attract. Energy work is the practice of consciously working with this energy to shift our vibration. Techniques like breathwork, chakra balancing, and visualization can help to clear stagnant energy and realign our energy centers with the flow of the universe. For example, heart-centered meditation focuses on activating the heart chakra. the center of love, compassion, and manifestation. By consciously sending love and gratitude into the world, you not only raise your vibration, but also align yourself with the abundant energy of the universe. When we open our hearts to the flow of energy, we become magnets for the things that truly resonate with our soul. 3. Mindful living. Embodying the present moment. A key principle in spiritual transformation is learning to live mindfully, to be present and fully engaged in each moment. In our fast-paced world, it's easy to get caught up in distractions and future concerns, but mindfulness teaches us to slow down, observe, and fully experience the here and now. Living mindfully means becoming aware of your thoughts, emotions, and actions in the present moment. This means cultivating gratitude for the small things, observing your feelings without judgment, and recognizing the divine presence in every experience, whether it's a moment of joy or a moment of challenge. Mindfulness is deeply connected to the law of attraction because it helps you to focus your energy and intention on what you truly want. When you are mindful, you are more able to align with your desires and become conscious of the energy you are putting out into the universe. 4. Cultivating compassion and forgiveness. As we embark on our spiritual journey, it's essential to cultivate compassion and forgiveness, not just for others, but for ourselves. The law of attraction teaches us that everything we send out into the world comes back to us, and this includes our thoughts toward ourselves. When we hold on to grudges, guilt, or self-criticism, we are emitting a negative vibration that attracts more of the same. In contrast, when we practice forgiveness toward others and ourselves, we release the toxic energy that keeps us stuck. Compassion, too, is a powerful tool for transformation. By cultivating love and understanding for others, we align ourselves with the higher energies of the universe, attracting more peace, joy, and connection into our lives. 5. Living with intention, aligning with your higher self. Another essential step in the journey of personal transformation is learning to live with intention. To manifest the life you desire, you must first become clear about what you want and why you want it. This requires deep introspection and a commitment to your highest self. The process of setting intentions is about consciously choosing to align your actions, thoughts, and emotions with your soul's purpose. This means being mindful of where you place your energy and making choices that reflect your deepest values. By living with intention, you not only attract the experiences you desire, but also deepen your connection to your higher self and the universal flow of energy. The relevance of spiritual awakening in the modern world. In the fast-paced, often chaotic modern world, it can be easy to overlook the importance of spiritual awakening. We live in an age dominated by technology, materialism, and external validation. Yet, despite the overwhelming distractions, there has been a resurgence of interest in spiritual practices and personal growth. People everywhere are searching for deeper meaning, seeking connection with something greater than themselves. Spiritual awakening is more relevant today than ever before. The challenges of the modern world, stress, disconnection, and existential uncertainty have made it clear that external solutions are not enough. True peace and fulfillment come from within, and it is through spiritual awakening that we can find the strength to navigate life's challenges with grace and purpose. The teachings of the law of attraction, the nature of consciousness, and the process of spiritual awakening are timeless principles that transcend culture, religion, and era. By tapping into these ancient truths, we can cultivate a deeper sense of connection to ourselves, to each other, and to the universe. Personal connection. The journey of self-realization. Ultimately, the journey of personal transformation is deeply personal. Each of us is on a unique path of self-realization, discovering the truth of who we are and the purpose we are meant to fulfill. The law of attraction is not a formula for getting things, but a reflection of our deeper alignment with the truth of our existence. As you continue your journey, remember that every step you take towards self-awareness, every practice you engage in, is part of a larger unfolding process. The more you awaken to your true essence, the more you will attract the experiences, people, and opportunities that resonate with your higher purpose. In the end, the greatest transformation we can make is not in the external world, but within ourselves. The power to shape our reality lies in our ability to align with the energy of the universe, to awaken to our divine nature, and to live authentically with love, gratitude, and intention. This is the true path of personal transformation, and it is available to you right now as you begin to walk it. Now that we have explored the profound teachings of the law of attraction and personal transformation, it's time to bring these ideas into the tangible world. How do these mystical teachings manifest in the everyday lives of real people? How have individuals, both historical and modern, used these principles to create meaningful change in their lives? And perhaps most importantly, how can you apply these teachings to your own life, starting today? In this section, we will delve into real-world applications of spiritual awakening and personal transformation. We'll look at inspiring case studies, share personal stories, and highlight modern figures who embody the transformative power of these teachings. These examples will not only illustrate the practical use of the law of attraction, but also inspire you to take actionable steps toward your own awakening. Case Study 1. Eckhart Tolle, The Power of Presence. One of the most well-known examples of spiritual awakening in modern times is Eckhart Tolle, the author of The Power of Now and A New Earth. Tolle's journey of awakening is a powerful testament to the transformative effects of spiritual teachings. Tolle's story begins in a state of intense suffering. In his 20s, he struggled with depression and a sense of profound dissatisfaction with life. He describes a moment of spiritual crisis when he was sitting on a park bench, feeling the weight of his existential despair. At that moment, he had a profound realization. I cannot live with myself. This thought triggered an awakening in him, revealing the separation between the thinking self, the ego, and the deeper consciousness. This realization changed everything for Tolle. He began to experience a profound shift in consciousness, moving away from identification with the ego and toward a deeper connection with the present moment. Over time, this shift led him to become one of the most influential spiritual teachers of our time. His work emphasizes the power of presence, the idea that true spiritual awakening occurs when we fully inhabit the present moment, free from the constraints of past trauma or future anxieties. Tolle's story is a living example of the law of attraction in action. His shift in consciousness was not about attracting wealth or success, but about aligning with the deeper truth of who he was. By releasing his attachment to his ego and embracing the present moment, Tolle attracted a life filled with inner peace, spiritual purpose, and the opportunity to share his teachings with millions of people worldwide. Actionable advice. Like Tolle, you can begin by practicing the power of presence. Take moments throughout your day to become fully aware of your thoughts, your breath, and your surroundings. Practice observing without judgment. This simple act of mindfulness will help you detach from the ego and align with the deeper consciousness of your true self. Case Study 2. Deepak Chopra, Healing Through Mind-Body Connection. Another modern figure who exemplifies the transformative power of spiritual teachings is Deepak Chopra, a renowned physician, author, and spiritual teacher. Chopra's life story is one of integration, combining the ancient wisdom of Eastern spiritual practices with the modern understanding of Western medicine. In his early career, Chopra was a practicing physician, but he soon became disillusioned with conventional medicine's inability to treat the underlying causes of illness. This led him to explore the mind-body connection and how consciousness influences physical health. He began studying Ayurvedic medicine, meditation, and other holistic practices, eventually becoming a leader in the field of mind-body healing. Chopra's teachings emphasize the connection between the body, mind, and spirit. He believes that our thoughts, emotions, and beliefs directly influence our physical health and well-being. By shifting our consciousness and aligning our intentions with healing, we can transform not only our mental and emotional states, but also our physical reality. Chopra's message aligns perfectly with the law of attraction. When we change our thoughts and beliefs, we can attract a healthier, more vibrant life. Chopra's personal transformation, from a conventional doctor to a spiritual teacher, illustrates the power of conscious living and the transformative impact of spiritual awakening. His teachings encourage us to become aware of the subtle energy within our bodies, to practice self-love, and to align our inner thoughts with our outer experiences. Actionable advice. Start by becoming more aware of the connection between your thoughts and your physical well-being. Practice deep breathing or meditation to reduce stress and encourage healing. Affirmations and visualization can also help shift your mindset toward health and well-being, aligning your consciousness with a life of vitality. Case Study 3. The Tibetan Buddhist Approach, Spiritual Awakening and Reincarnation. Looking back into history, we can see that spiritual awakening and personal transformation have always been deeply ingrained in ancient teachings. Tibetan Buddhism, for example, offers a profound example of how spiritual principles can be applied to the process of reincarnation and spiritual evolution. In Tibetan Buddhism, the concept of rebirth is central to understanding the nature of life, death, and transformation. Lama Zopa Rinpoche, a prominent Tibetan Lama, shares many teachings on how the cycle of life and death is intertwined with the awakening of consciousness. According to Rinpoche, spiritual growth is a continuous journey that transcends individual lifetimes, and the law of attraction operates across many lifetimes, guiding the soul toward enlightenment. What is fascinating about Tibetan Buddhism is its emphasis on conscious living, the idea that each moment is an opportunity for spiritual growth. By living with awareness, compassion, and mindfulness, individuals can create positive karmic imprints that shape their future lives and spiritual evolution. The teachings suggest that, through spiritual practice and intention, individuals can transform their future existence, healing from past karma and aligning with higher states of being. Actionable advice. To connect with the deeper aspects of your spiritual journey, consider integrating mindfulness and compassion into your daily life. Practice generosity, kindness, and meditation to purify your karma and elevate your consciousness. Understand that your actions, thoughts, and words create ripples in the fabric of the universe. By aligning with positive intentions, you attract higher states of being. Modern-day application, realizing your own spiritual awakening. While historical figures and spiritual leaders provide inspiring examples, it's essential to recognize that these teachings are not reserved for the chosen few. You, too, can undergo your own spiritual awakening and transformation. The law of attraction works in your life, as it does in the lives of those who have gone before you. The key lies in understanding that spiritual awakening is a process, not a destination. Take time for introspection. Ask yourself the deep questions about your life. What are your deepest desires? What are your limiting beliefs? What are the fears or patterns that have held you back? Actionable advice. To bring the law of attraction into your life in a practical way, begin by setting clear intentions. Visualize the life you want to manifest. Focus on the emotions associated with that life. How will you feel when your dreams are realized? Align your thoughts, actions, and emotions with that vision. Each day, take small steps toward your goal and trust the process of transformation. Conclusion. Applying the teachings in your life. The stories we've explored in this section, from the transformative journeys of Eckhart Tolle and Deepak Chopra to the ancient wisdom of Tibetan Buddhism, show us that spiritual awakening and personal transformation are universal experiences. These teachings are not merely abstract ideas, but practical tools that can help you navigate life with greater clarity, peace, and purpose. Now, it's your turn. The law of attraction and the teachings of personal transformation are waiting for you to embrace them. By integrating these practices into your daily life, you can begin to shift your consciousness and attract the life you've always dreamed of. Trust in the process, and know that each step you take is part of a greater journey toward spiritual awakening and fulfillment. As we venture deeper into the realm of spirituality, we encounter questions that challenge the very core of our existence, questions that don't have definitive answers, but instead open up paths for exploration, wonder, and introspection. These are the big questions, the ones that have plagued humanity for millennia, and yet remain at the heart of the spiritual quest. In this section, we will explore these unsolved mysteries, the questions that invite us to look beyond the surface of reality and into the unknown. These are the questions that keep seekers awake at night, wondering about the nature of life, death, the soul, and the universe. They are the very questions that have fueled countless spiritual traditions, mysticism, and philosophy. And perhaps, they are the very questions that hold the keys to unlocking our true understanding of existence. What happens after death? Perhaps one of the oldest and most profound questions is, what happens when we die? It's a question that has driven religious beliefs, esoteric teachings, and even scientific inquiry for thousands of years. Different traditions offer different answers, but the mystery remains elusive. In Tibetan Buddhism, as we discussed earlier, death is seen not as an end, but as a transition, a crossing over into another state of being. The Bardo Thodol, or the Tibetan Book of the Dead, speaks of a journey the soul takes through the bardo after death, where it encounters its past karma, faces the potential for rebirth, and ultimately strives for liberation. In this view, death is not a finality, but a passage, a doorway to greater spiritual realms. On the other hand, in Western religions, the soul is often believed to ascend to heaven or descend to hell based on the actions performed during one's lifetime. Christianity, Islam, and Judaism all provide variations on this narrative, emphasizing the moral consequences of our earthly actions. Then there is the scientific perspective, which offers a stark contrast. Many scientists argue that death is simply the end of biological life. When the body ceases to function, the consciousness also ceases to exist. But there are anomalies that defy this materialist view, like near-death experiences, NDEs, where individuals report vivid encounters with light, deceased relatives, and even a sense of peace or floating outside of their bodies. These experiences, though scientifically difficult to explain, suggest that there may be something beyond physical death. Thought-provoking question. What if death is not an end, but a new beginning? A transition into another form of existence? Could it be that our consciousness simply shifts, like a stream of water flowing into a different river? The nature of the soul. What is it, really? The soul, that elusive, intangible essence of who we are, has been the subject of countless debates. What is the soul, and where does it reside? Is it a separate entity from the body, or is it an integrated aspect of our physical being? Ancient spiritual traditions often describe the soul as an eternal, indestructible spark of the divine, an essence that transcends time and space. In Hinduism, the soul, or Atman, is believed to be one with Brahman, the universal consciousness. The ultimate goal of spiritual practice is to realize this onness, to merge the individual soul with the divine. Similarly, in Platonism, the soul is viewed as immortal and divine, a part of the eternal realm of forms. Plato argued that the soul existed before birth and will continue after death, undergoing various cycles of reincarnation. Yet modern science has been reluctant to accept the existence of the soul as anything more than a product of the brain, a complex pattern of neural activity. But as quantum physics continues to probe the mysteries of consciousness, the idea of the soul as a distinct, non-material essence is gaining more attention. Quantum consciousness theorists propose that consciousness might be a fundamental aspect of the universe, not confined to the brain, but perhaps an inherent part of the cosmos itself. Thought-provoking question. If the soul is eternal, why do we experience a sense of separation? Is it possible that our material experiences are simply a veil, an illusion that hides the true nature of our being? Parallel universes and the multiverse. Another tantalizing mystery is the concept of parallel universes or the multiverse. Is it possible that there are multiple versions of reality, different timelines, alternate outcomes, and infinite worlds coexisting with our own? In recent years, scientific theories like the many worlds interpretation of quantum mechanics have suggested that every decision we make could lead to the creation of a new universe, each one slightly different from the last. In this view, the universe we experience is just one of countless versions of reality, all unfolding simultaneously in parallel dimensions. This notion opens up the possibility of multiple selves, versions of you existing in alternate realities, each living out a different life based on the choices you've made. But what about the spiritual perspective on parallel universes? In mystical traditions, there is often talk of other realms of existence, higher dimensions, astral planes, and spiritual worlds. Could these realms be the parallel universes that modern science is now beginning to theorize? What if our consciousness, after death, passes into one of these higher realms, where we continue to exist in a different form, still connected to the web of existence, but beyond the constraints of time and space? Thought-provoking question. Could there be versions of you living in parallel universes right now, experiencing different choices, different fates, different lessons? And if so, what might that mean for your journey in this life? The mystery of consciousness. Where does it come from? One of the most profound questions in both science and spirituality is the nature of consciousness. Where does it come from, and how does it work? Is consciousness a byproduct of the brain, or is it something more profound, something that transcends the physical body? Many spiritual traditions argue that consciousness is not confined to the brain, but is instead a universal force that connects all living beings. In Advaita Vedanta and Taoism, consciousness is often equated with the essence of the universe itself. The individual self, or Atman, is seen as a reflection of this universal consciousness, and true spiritual awakening comes from realizing one's ownness with this universal source. On the other hand, in neuroscience, consciousness is often viewed as an emergent property of the brain, a result of complex neural processes. Yet, despite advances in brain research, scientists are still baffled by the hard problem of consciousness, the question of how subjective experience arises from objective matter. Then there are those who propose that consciousness is fundamental to the universe, a theory that aligns with panpsychism, the belief that consciousness exists in all things, from atoms to animals, and even the universe itself. Thought-provoking question. Could consciousness be the key to understanding the nature of reality itself? If consciousness is everywhere, as some believe, could it be that we are simply awakening to a truth that has always been present, hidden beneath the surface of our perceptions? Leaving room for exploration. As you reflect on these questions, it's important to recognize that there are no easy answers. The mysteries we have explored, the nature of the soul, the afterlife, parallel universes, and consciousness are not questions meant to be definitively answered. Rather, they are open doors leading to deeper inquiry and understanding. Spirituality, at its heart, is about exploration, asking the big questions, contemplating the unknown, and remaining open to the answers that arise, even if they challenge our current worldview. The journey of spiritual awakening is not about finding all the answers, but about deepening our connection with the mysteries of existence and cultivating an ongoing curiosity that keeps us evolving. Final thought. The path ahead is yours to explore. What will you discover when you venture into the unknown? What mysteries will you unravel as you seek to understand your place in the grand cosmic tapestry? The journey is just beginning, and the answers lie within and beyond your consciousness. As we come to the close of this journey into the profound mysteries of life, death, and spiritual awakening, let us take a moment to reflect on what we've explored together. We've delved into ancient teachings, examined the nature of the soul, and questioned the very fabric of existence. From the Tibetan teachings on the Bardo to the modern-day scientific debates on consciousness, we've touched on timeless questions that have inspired humanity for centuries. Through the teachings of mysticism, we've learned that life is not merely a linear experience. It's a sacred journey, a path of transformation that extends beyond the physical realm. Whether it's the idea of reincarnation, the nature of spiritual awakening, or the understanding of the soul as an eternal force. These are concepts that transcend cultures, belief systems, and epochs. They call us to realize that we are not simply passive participants in life, but active co-creators of our spiritual destiny. The question we are left with now is, how will these teachings impact your life? Asterisk, what would your life look like if you embraced the infinite possibilities of your soul? Asterisk, what if you saw every experience, every challenge, every triumph, as part of your sacred awakening? Asterisk, how might you live differently if you recognize that every moment holds the potential for deep personal transformation? Spiritual awakening is not a destination. It is a continual unfolding, a constant journey of becoming. The teachings we discussed today offer profound insights into the nature of consciousness, the soul, and the afterlife. They give us tools to not only understand the mysteries of existence, but to live them. As you reflect on these teachings, consider how you can integrate them into your daily life. Whether through meditation, energy work, or simply being more present and mindful, each practice can bring you closer to realizing your higher self. The key is to remain open, to trust the process, and to continue exploring the infinite wisdom that resides within and around you. If you feel called to explore more about spiritual transformation and awaken your deeper potential, I encourage you to subscribe to this channel, where we will continue to delve into these transformative teachings. Don't forget to click the bell icon to stay updated on new content that can help guide you on your journey. And I'd love to hear from you. How has this content impacted your spiritual journey so far? What are the questions you're still seeking answers to? Drop a comment below and share your thoughts or experiences with me and the community. Let's continue this conversation and build a space for mutual growth and understanding. Finally, if you found value in today's video, please share it with someone who might benefit from these teachings. Together, we can create a ripple of awakening and transformation that extends far beyond this moment. Thank you for being a part of this journey. Remember, you are not just a seeker. You are the very essence of the answers you seek. Keep exploring, keep awakening, and keep transforming.